What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. How was everybody's Easter weekend? What's up, Boogie Daddy? What up, Sandro or Sandro? Excuse me. Excuse my French there. We. Pete is carrying groceries. Oh yeah, that's right. You went to Costco today. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another live Whist of the Week. I think we will have a special guest joining us here shortly. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week been? Been doing great? I hope so. Oh, man. Also, let me know what your scent of the day is. You know the drill. Shoot me your scent of the day, whether it's today or if you're watching this later. I'd love to know what you're rocking. I always enjoy seeing what you guys are enjoying, what your whiffs are, what you're enjoying whiffing and sniffing. Let me kick my shoes off here. Oh, get a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, how was everybody's? What's up, Kyler? What up, Ethan? Great to see you. Kyler, always great to see you. I love the enthusiasm behind Kyler's comments. All the exclamation points. It always hits me right here, man. What up, Omega? What up, brother? In fact, I know Sandro asked me. He said in the comment, "You got the crystal edition of Tony Iommi 2." I did not yet, but we'll get into that here shortly. We shall get into that shortly. I wish I had a bottle at the moment, but a good friend of mine, good amazing subscriber of mine, sent me a decant, and I'm going to be honest with you. Actually, I'm not going to be honest with you yet. I'm going to tell you here shortly. I'm going to tell you some of my initial thoughts because I do have my full review coming out of the decant that I was sent, actually. So, don't have a full bottle. Got a decant. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ethan is rocking business over pleasure. Great one. Citrusy iris and musk. Love the woodiness as well. Joe, as always, you're always welcome to come on, man. Come share your weekly rotation with us. I know you're getting excited because 2 weeks from this Thursday, I'll be in your neck of the woods. I can't wait. All right, we have some of the day from Boogie Daddy Aaron. He is rocking Tower Air Cure Du Desert, which is Lair de Desert, but better. I have not sampled that one yet. I do have Lair de Desert Americane, and it's funny. I have not added that into a video for a while. I probably should add that in there more into the fall and winter, but you know what? I think I'm going to sneak that one in here coming up here shortly. What up, Jeremy? Good to see you, brother. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Omega's rocking House of Siege. Batman. Is it the hero or vigilante? And it's really funny because I'm actually today is the day on HBO Max that the Batman came out. Let's just talk real quick, man. I mean, I'll tell you something about this new Batman, that new evolution of Batman. He is such a badass. I mean, he just from the beginning until the end of this movie, he really is. He truly is just a bad SOB. I'll say that. Anyways, how's everybody's week been? What's everybody doing? Yes, you are right. You are absolutely right. The Batman was a really good movie. Okay, so the cupcake version, all right, is Hero. Okay, I did not know that. I've only been actually I did know that. I watched Greta's video. But I for some reason completely put that to the side of my mind. I was more worried about getting the men's version, Vigilante. 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go more like 9. I just really like this new concept of what they're doing with the Batman. The reason I'm pointing over here is because my flat screen's over here and it's literally paused when Batman slams Oswald Cobblepot against the glass. Caleb, great to see you, bud. Sax had it in the men's section. Interesting. Lair is more complex in my opinion, despite being the straight version. This one seems like musty vanilla to me. It's not awful, but kind of meh. Okay, all right. Oh, no. I got COVID. All of my sense of smell and taste are heightened. Hmm. God, I wish I had that COVID when I got COVID. That's awesome. Yes, today the Batman came out on HBO Max today. I know what I'm doing after the stream then. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for not being like, well, screw Brian, screw my 2 cents. I'm gonna go watch the Batman. Man, Sandra, that sucks about COVID, brother. I do have to say it is. I didn't actually get a bad version of COVID. I lost my sense of smell and taste, and it was just inanimate, like just inadequate for freaking, I don't know, 7 days, which sucks. I do believe we will be having Tyler from Simply Fragrance joining in this afternoon. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to join in on this. I know there's 11 of you guys watching. I'm sure more will join. But yeah, every Monday we'll start doing this weekly rotation. But it's going to be a busy week, guys. Busy week. We got a lot of fun stuff in store. I just got done finishing up 3 videos, so yeah. So I got a few videos down. I got a few more to finish up tomorrow. And then yeah, but we also this coming Friday, I'm going live, I guess on Greta's channel, Greta Beth. And we are going to be live with Terence Hughes, which I'm super excited about. Super excited about. We might have a special guest joining us. Hopefully Michelle from Curly Fragrance. I don't care, you know, um, if I'm if I'm doing an Easter egg, breaking the Easter egg here, but Jeremy says, putting down vinyl flooring, listening to you on Bluetooth. Well, hell yeah, man. Awesome. Awesome. Nah, LOL. Gotta have hang time with the fragrance fam. Absolutely. It's one of the best parts of the day. How's everybody's Easter weekend? Let me know. I had a very uneventful in a good way type of weekend. I spent time with family, spent time just, I don't know, de-stressing, just enjoying things, enjoying the weekend. My buddy who I told you about last weekend, who I helped move all of his furniture because he put his house on the market. Well, he put his house on the market on the 15th, got an offer, put it under contract that day, which means I get to go back and help him move all the furniture I helped him move in there back out. Sucks. But hey, it is what it is. Oh, Michelle is going to be at the Max Roman Terence Hughes event. Yep. I heard that the other day on her live stream. And yeah, look forward to meeting Michelle. Look forward to hopefully she will be on this live this next Friday. And so I can like informally introduce myself and then formally introduce myself at the event. I'm looking forward to it. Joe cooked everybody or cooked for everyone. Cooked everybody. Well, let's hope not. I cooked for everyone on Easter. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. You know, Joe, on an average Joe, he is Chef Boyard Joe. Yeah, no, it's dumb. But yeah, I'm loving watching his little Instagram cooking, reels. And you know what, Joe, while I'm up there, you're gonna have to cook for me. You do know that, right? Or maybe we could do like a tag team. We could cook together. Who knows? Who knows? All right. So, everybody, throw me up your scents of the day. I'm going to tell you what I was rocking. We'll get straight into the whiffs and sniff. Let's get some whiffing and sniffing done, shall we? All right. First on the bat, so today my scent of the day is Afnan 9 p.m. Which I sprayed on at about 5 o'clock this morning. And it was still working, doing its job. That's a very long-lasting fragrance on myself. But I did, because I was doing this live and I wanted to talk about it, I did spray on my Tony Iommi Monkey XERJOFF. Oh, yeah. So let's talk about Tony Iommi. First off, does everybody know who Tony Iommi is? Let me show you. So this was sent to me from my dear friend Omega. I'm not going to throw his name out there, but he sent this over to me. And no, Omega is not his name. And if it was, well, then He'd basically be a god. Or that'd be an awesome name. I'm gonna name my son Omega. Anyways, but let's be honest. First, I have to have somebody to have a son with. Anywho, but Tony Iommi Monkey Special. You know, I want to say that I hate this fragrance. I want to say that this fragrance sucks, but it's the exact opposite. This fragrance is freaking amazing. Amazing. And it sucks because now I got to get a bottle. I don't give a shit how much it costs. I really don't care. This fragrance is really good. Boozy, leather, caramel, patchouli. The patchouli in this is freaking decadent. Everything about this fragrance is decadent. It almost has a gothic feel to it. And it almost has those leathery vibes. Like if you're in a band and if you've ever smelled, leather pants or leather jackets or whatever, this right here. This is like I wish every single bandmate when I was back and doing, you know, music kind of professionally or whatever. This is what I wish every single one of my bandmates smelled like. You go spend a month on tour with a bunch of dudes in a bus or van or whatever, and you would pray that they smelled like this. I mean, it's incredible. It truly is. It's very long lasting. Cinnamon is beautiful in it. I get like a smoky incense in it as well. Leather is done superbly. The rum booziness that's supported by the fruity, the fruits up top, like passion fruit and citrus. Man, that's all I can say. I mean, this fragrance is incredible. It's one of, if I had to put it on a spectrum, it's the way that I feel like Neff's with nishne is like next level nishne. This is I'm not gonna say next level XERJOFF, but I get that same kind of vibe. It's really freaking good. It's expensive. All right. It is truly expensive. But you know what? I'm a collector. At the end of the day, if I want something, I'm gonna get it. And yeah, $600. I mean, it's gonna take a little while. I'm not saying I'm just gonna, bust out $600 for this, but man, it's good. All right. So Joe, yeah, we can make something. We can make something happen. We can cook together. I'm actually a really good cook. Fun fact. Let's see here. Dylan Blue, Kyler. Fantastic fragrance, man. Uh, the Ross Especial is what I like to call Salvatore Ferragamo Aqua Essenziale Blue. Oh man, Molinard Fig. So that is actually going to be popping up in a video coming out very soon, Bradley, because I really like that fragrance. And I think a lot of people discredit the longevity of that fragrance because I think they might become a little anosmic to it. But the ICO Super sticks around quite a while on my skin. I really, really enjoy it. Okay, I got to know what you think of Tony. That's what I think of Tony. It is, I mean, I like it. I really like it. I like booze. I like leather. I like spice. And I like what this fragrance does. Have I smelled fragrances that smell similar? Sure. But I haven't smelled fragrances that smell this good. It's like they're kind of missing some, I've smelled fragrances out there that kind of get it right, but XERJOFF and Tony Iommi nailed it. It really smells like you're in a heavy metal band, but in a good way. Like you're the lead singer of a heavy metal band, which means you get you get all the ladies. What up, XJ? That's Amore. Great to see you, brother. Greta's here. Hey, I'm just here. Just took the dogs for a hike and walked back in. Awesome. What up, Rudy? Troublemaker is here. Well, I mean, somebody's got to, flip the pancakes, if you know what I mean. Now I got people texting me. Uh-huh. All right. It's out of stock now, but this is let's see. It's out of stock now, but I will share this for your channel. It's coming back next month. It will be available XERJOFF Universe. I didn't actually check to see if it was still in stock at Lucky Scent. Now, which one is cheaper? I know there's a cheaper version. I think the one that they got at Lucky Scent is like the very expensive one, the all black bottle. Well, dun, dun, dun. I guess Greta is asking X or not XJ Omega how you like Hero. Isn't that the price for the bottle with the stones? The regular bottle is cheaper. Okay, so when I can find a regular bottle, I'm gonna get that. I'm not paying $600 for the damn stones, honestly. When it boils down to it, yeah, of course I like fancy looking stuff on my shelves, but again, you know, I'm not paying that much for stones. What I care about is what's sitting inside, and what's sitting inside is a really stinking good fragrance. Um, yeah. Also, let's see here. Greta smells awesome, deep and rich, sweet, some florals, but not too much. Cool. I'm excited to try. I want to try these, House of Siage Batman editions. Dun, dun, dun. Greta, I love those boys. Greta put me on we were Facebook talking the other, not Facebook, but talking over the phone. She flipped me over God, this is gonna come out sound terrible. Anyway, she flipped me over on the camera and showed me the dogs. I mean, those dogs are freaking a hoot and a holler. I'll tell you what. Cool. Let's see here. Wearing ATH Onyx today. Great choice. Fantastic fragrance. Fantastic. Speaking of which, who's going to be in New York City? And speaking of New York City, Super Chat is on, guys. If you want to help me through my travels of getting through New York, I'm just kidding. I'm actually all paid up. I'm already set and go. I can't wait. But Super Chat is on. If you guys want to throw any questions up, if you want to ask me any questions, if you throw a Super Chat up, of course I will have to answer them as best as possible and how politically correct I can answer them. How about that? Guapo. How you liking Guapo, buddy? Let me know, Callum. Same juice, yeah. Same juice, different bottle. Kind of cool concept. Yeah, I know that they, like I said, at Lucky Scent, they've got the really expensive bottle. And I almost bought it the other day, but I refrained because I've got more important things at hand coming up in the next month. 34 Boulevard Diptyque. That is a fantastic fragrance. I saw it pop up at fragrancebuy.ca. I think it's still there, and I almost picked it up. But what I got instead was Roja Oceania, which we'll talk about here shortly, because I wore that twice this past week. I didn't get the expensive bottle of Tony Iommi, but I got 2 bottles of cheaper one. The juice is more important to me. Amen to that. I mean, I've got some expensive bottles, but like bottles, where they've come out with like 2 different types, and I got the more expensive bottle. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter. No, it's more of just being up on your shelves and looking pretty, and it is a beautiful bottle. Don't get me wrong. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up here. Oh, okay. Here we go. I bought Al Hermain Carbon as a result of one of your videos. I truly enjoy and actually like it better than Green Irish Tweed. Sweet. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I just added into my video today. I think it's a great fragrance, but I'm going to say this. It smells different on paper than it does on my skin. I did not get as much of the Green Irish Tweed until I sprayed it on skin. I got like this like Prada irisy, like soapy quality up top, like very fresh, clean iris. And then I sprayed it on skin. I was like, oh, Green Irish Tweed. Dun, dun, dun. Well, yeah, you live in NYC, Joe. Why would you not be in NYC? Dun, dun, dun. Huh. Oh, you guys are cracking me up here. Okay, so let's see here. So thankful DHL let me put a hold on my Guapo shipment, so no fear of getting it stolen from my stoop. That's good. That is really good, man. I don't want that to happen. I wish you could be there too, Aaron. I mean, it's gonna be an awesome event. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of awesome people. I'm hoping to meet up with as many of you, or if you're seeing this in the future, May 5th, I will be in New York City and I'll be there through the 9th. Um, I have been planning out like a tourist, so I've got some things planned already. But you know, I was telling somebody the other day, I went up there for work so much, I never got to do stuff I wanted to do. It was always going up there and hanging out for work and hitting up bars and yada yada yada. I'm actually gonna go do the touristy thing for the first time since I was young. Oh, okay. That's awesome, man. It's amazing to be fair. To be fair, I'm not a bit a fan of vetiver fragrances, but that does it right. Yeah, absolutely, man. I love Guapo. I think it's a great release. I'm excited about his US only release, his Oak Moss Bois Eternal. I think it's going to be fantastic. He's told me a lot about it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. What up, buddy? You you got this as well, my friend. All right. Sultan vetiver. Fantastic vetiver fragrance. Four types of vetiver. I mean, you get all the different facets of vetiver. You get the soapy, clean, the dry, the creamy, every type of vetiver in that fragrance, and I love it. Yeah, yeah. International shipping sucks. Trust me, I know. I know. I've had I'm I know I've had some people ask me if I could get a free shipping code. That's not gonna happen. Just because honestly, Aaron can't really do that. A discount code possibly, but shipping no. Oh, and here comes RXL 209, feminist and fragrant. You and your damn name changes. Oak moss will be a great woman's fragrance. Okay, sure. I mean, to each their own. Might be. Oh, which do I prefer, high voltage or hard candy? Well, to be honest with you, I haven't tried either. I've got my bottles coming to me, but I won't be able to tell you that until I'm in New York City, and you'll see why. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. But um, yeah, unfortunately, I have not gotten my nose on them yet, and there's a reason for that. So I tried to get Tony Iommi on the Demi 10 discount, but it was sold out. I knew it was going to sell out so fast as soon as she threw that up. I mean, and I think XERJOFF did too. In fact, they probably didn't even know that, they probably didn't even have that many in stock when she put that video up. Because I mean, it's like pulling hairs to get that fragrance right now. RXL knows. What does he know? All right, so hard candy. I'm wearing it now. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's a fantastic fragrance. You know, we shall see. Exactly. It was sold out before the sale. I don't know why she put it in her video. Who knows? Who knows, Greta? Who knows? All right, so let's go on to last Monday. So let's start my whiffs of the week. You guys are more than welcome to follow along. Let me know what you were rocking throughout the week. I know it's hard to remember sometimes. Hell, it's even hard for me to remember sometimes, but I actually only rocked 5 fragrances this week or this past week, which is surprising, actually. And if you watched last week's whiffs of the week, you know that I rocked ACQUA di Gio Eau de Parfum. Let me know if you guys have tried this. Let me know in the comments. But this is where I stand with ACQUA di Gio Eau de Parfum. ACQUA di Gio Eau de Parfum, to me, is better than Profondo, but it's not better well, let me say this. It's better than Profondo. It's better than the reformulations of Aqua di Gio, but I don't like it more than Profondo Lights or Profumo. I really love the opening, and I like the mineralic quality of this, but it kind of strays away and sets itself apart from all the rest of the flankers. I know a lot of people were really wanting the original Aqua di Gio DNA, but that's not really where they went. They kind of went in between Aqua di Gio, add a little bit of Profondo, and then Essenza, which I was also hoping for. Um, I love this. True dat. The new Aqua di Gio smells like BO. I hate it. Well, I can see that. I can see that. Probably the use of citrus up top, um, and also those mineralic notes. But I actually enjoy it. Um, Again, it's not my favorite. I think it's dumb for them to get rid of Perfumo and put this out. I think this was kind of a waste of their time and money because I think Perfumo would have done better. And I actually did a little bit of testing between this and Perfumo is way better. That added patchouli, you get some sweetness from the patchouli, you get that earthiness, you kind of get that dirty feel, and then that incense. Done, son. I mean, it's amongst an aquatic, backbone. Yeah. But Aqua di Gio Eau de Parfum, it's not a bad release. I knew it wasn't going to be great, and I know this might sound terrible, but if it goes to discounters that quick, I don't think it's going to be that great. Just going to be honest. But this actually was a lot more surprising than another fragrance I wore this past week that also just hit discounters, which is also a new release, which we'll get into here shortly. But yes, true dat. I can understand that. I totally can. Let's see here. I know anyone with anything negative to say about me is an intolerant chauvinist. I got nothing. You know what? You're a sexy MOB dude, or SOB dude. I got nothing bad to say about you. All right. Don't hashtag me to you with your girl power. Okay. Let's see here. I also have the one luminous nights. The one leather is coming. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Luminous night is. I can't remember which one I tried. I wasn't a fan of one of them. I can't remember if it's luminous nights or not. Sense of the week: BDK Rouge Smoking and MFK Gentle Fluidity. Two bangers. I almost picked up Rouge Smoking this Easter weekend at FragBuy because they were having a great deal on it. Kyler just got the Batman men's fragrance Vengeance. I'll be doing that video soon. Let's hope so, Greta. Kyler is patiently waiting on that one. Oh, all right. I basically feel the same in my opinion. Even just get the EDT and save the extra money or get lights. I think Profondo Lights is a great release. But I also have to give it to there's something about the opening of the Eau de Parfum that I really enjoy. There's a little bit in the heart, like as it starts drying down, that kind of, I'm like, eh. But I think it's just because I bury my nose in it. I think it does better wafting in the air. And then as it dries down, I like that cleanly mineralic quality with that nice woodiness and vetiver. Oh, true dat, showing some love. Thank you so much. Didn't ask a question, but true dat. The who dat to the true dat. I don't know. I'm not from New Orleans. I can't really say that. Oh. Omega is definitely on those purchases all the time. Love that guy. He's like, I got 17 Tony Iommis. Hey, Brian, you want a sample? Like, no, I want a bottle. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, but true dat, thank you so much for the super sticker. I love your picture of the man smoking a joint and how it says blow me. That's great. That is freaking great. I'm gonna leave that up there for a minute. Omega is an addict. Hey, where did that go? Where did that go, Kyler? We're all addicts. Well, to fragrance, that is. All right, so let's move on to Tuesday, which moves me into the next fragrance that I picked up in my most recent haul. If you have not seen that, I did it with Mia, and this was the one that I thought was the most boring out of the entire bunch. And again, brand new release. And I don't really understand why they released it and released it under Elixir. And it's 1 million Elixir. And I just don't get it. I don't. I actually rocked this twice this past week. I rocked this on Tuesday and I rocked it on Friday. I went on Dan's Live. Am I saying it's bad fragrance? That is a negative Ghost Rider. I'm not saying it's bad fragrance. It's just boring. It's just a bunch of, it's kind of like what a lot of these designer releases are doing. They're throwing a whole lot into the top and getting people fish hooking people into getting it. And then the dry down is just like every other dry down. And like I said before, the dry down reminds me of this, the Most Wanted. If you already own this, or even if you own Paco Rabanne 1 million, I don't really find a reason to own this, to be honest. It is a good fragrance. I'm not saying it's bad. But it's just, but I will say, if you're looking for longevity and projection, this does a great job. This definitely is very long lasting. It's got a really nice projection, within the first few hours, but it's just humdrum. There's nothing that's like mind blowing to me. It's just, it smells like Paco Rabanne 1 million. They took a few bits and pieces out of the original, added a few here, rounded it all out, made it a little bit more smooth. But that's it. What up, Michael? Great to see you. I only own 2 Paco Rabannes, 1 million Privé in 2016 Invictus Aqua. I'm not a fan of the house. I used to be a much larger fan of the house before they started doing, well, even the 1 million line, Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, the original, in fact, still the version that I have. I think it's a great fragrance. I really do. Always will. I think it's an icon. And so will 1 million. 1 million will go down as an icon as well. I can't say that I never wore 1 million. I used to. I grew out of it. And I feel like, and Privé is actually really good. It is really good. And I probably should have got on that bandwagon before, they discontinued it. But what can you do? What can you do? Who cares? I'm not going to go, break my balls trying to find a bottle for, a couple $100. Not worth it to me. Steve G in the house. Yep. Steve, I know you just recently subbed. Here he is. I bought Red Brook parfums off of eBay because of you. It doesn't matter if it's amazing. I'll settle for good. That's good. I like that. Let's see here. Privé is an absolute banger. I'm sad that it's discontinued. Yeah, it tends to happen. And, yeah, I'm not going to say that happens for like all the best fragrances, but it just so happens there's a lot of fragrances that I enjoy that a lot of other people enjoy that apparently most of the rest of the world didn't enjoy. So maybe everybody else is weird and we're just normal. It's a good strategy, as a lot of reviewers did the reviews without actually wearing the fragrance. It's true. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I definitely wore it. That's all I got to say about it. And it doesn't, again, that doesn't, just because I don't like something, I don't want people to be like, oh, I'm not going to go buy it. Well, dude, that's like me telling you, don't date that girl and then you miss out on your, the woman of your dreams. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you're not going to like it. Sample it, try it, check it out. Oh, Omega and Kyler are in a who's got the rarest fragrance battle. Love it. I got Pure SX and 1 million, but only wear Pure XS. Pure XS is good, man. Oh my god, look at that, man, dude, I used to rock Bath& and Body Works Mahogany Woods. I used to have the body wash, the lotion, my ex-wife used to buy it for me. But whatever. Or was it Mahogany? No, it was Mahogany Woods. They actually have a bourbon one that's not that bad, but I don't ever go in Bath& and Body Works. Let's see here. Anyways, another great rare discontinue. Let's. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it's why the top notes are such a focus. It's true. I mean, the top notes, it's a selling point. People buy things off of the first 30 minutes. What do they say? Something about how fast if you don't close a sale within so long, or better yet, if you don't find a missing person in 48 hours, that the opportunity actually finding them alive is 50%. You know, don't judge a fragrance on the first frickin' 30 minutes. Rock it, wear it, get a sample, check it out. And there you go. Yeah, bourbon. Yeah, okay, I was right. All right, Mahogany Woods, and then the bourbon one is good. Wondering if ATH Guapo smells like anything. I look for a New York summer frag, beast mode, and somewhat safe. Not totally. For me to say that Guapo doesn't smell like anything, and I've said this in my reviews, Guapo smells like a smortion of a bunch of different mass appealing fragrances, but it's done right. I don't know how to best put it. Somebody was asking if Guapo smells like Percival. Just so happens I got Percival in the mail today, and it doesn't smell anything like Percival. Nothing. But no, here's the thing with Aaron. The one thing you need to understand about Aaron doesn't. I don't think, and the one thing I've had conversations about, because he gets a smell and he reviews all these fragrances. Um, Aaron doesn't ever want to be anybody else. He wants to do things differently, but he does want to create very mass appealing fragrances for everyone. He wants to please people. He tried the whole niche road, or like super niche or niche road, where he was doing very abstract, off the wall kinds of things, which I think he did an amazing job at, but they weren't selling. So what did he do? He went back to the drawing board and he's like, okay, how do I do this, but make it for everyone? Which is basically what every designer perfume house gets to do, except for the fact that they have guidelines. Aaron doesn't have guidelines. He can do whatever the hell he wants. What up, Dania? Great to see you. Great to see you as always, or see you in the comments, I should say. Let's see here. Justin Copeland mentioned it a couple times that Fahrenheit Parfum may be discontinued. Did you hear about that too? I have not heard that. I can talk to my Dior lady, and but I saw her just a few days ago, and she never mentioned that. But I can find out for you. Let me do some research, but I don't hold anything to gospel these days when it comes to the shenanigans and these cash grabs that go through, designer houses. Who knows if Perfumo actually, I know I've heard it in my Aqua di Gio, my Estee Lauder. All my ladies have told me Aqua di Gio Perfumo is done. But again, who knows? Is the vetiver and Guapo prominent or subtle? And that was me asking about Guapo versus Perfume. I know, that's the reason. That's the reason I said something. Actually, my friend, I wasn't going to call you out on that. Jeez. Just kidding. Okay. So the vetiver, it depends on what type of vetiver you're looking for and how you understand vetiver. Vetiver can be done in multiple different ways. And Haitian vetiver that he uses, the way that he blends it in with that creamy bergamot, that is actually house specific, and that he picked out. The bergamot, the rest of the citruses, the vetiver. The vetiver is very clean. It adds a creamy woodsy quality to it. And the way that that is done with it, the way he does his musks and the sweetness, the amber that's in it, it's not going to be like Terre d'Hermes. It's not going to be like, oh, what else? It's actually going to be more like, I don't know if you ever tried it, commodity vetiver. So you have some earthy qualities to the vetiver, but you do not get the over predominantly like hay, scratchy, grassy type of vetiver. It's just blended very well. It's very creamy. It's a very well done fragrance. Well, Steve G, of course. I try to always remember. Like Elysium vetiver. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. But it's not again, completely different fragrances. But yes, along those lines. You're not, this isn't gonna be like a punch in the face type of vetiver. Just imagine a designer vetiver fragrance besides like Terre d'Hermes that everybody knows. Consider it more of like if you took ACQUA di Gio. No, actually, bad representation. If you took like Mont Blanc Legend, like Percival, all right, let's say you take Percival, you take more of your citrus qualities coming off of like Citrus Riviera from BDK Parfums, or Salty Citrus from Rirana, which also has a very nice vetiver in it as well. If you take those types of fragrances and kind of blend them together, and then you've created a very mass appealing, citrus heavy, musk heavy, woody vetiver fragrance, woody clean vetiver fragrance. All right, so which leads me, we're gonna move on to Wednesday. What did I wear on Wednesday? Well, I'll tell you what I wore on Wednesday. And I wore Roja Parfums Oceania. Now, I wore this 2 days in a row, so this is going to account for Wednesday and Thursday. We'll get into this in just a second. I have not tried Mana yet, but I do want to try it. I do want to buy it, but I'm going to try it first. Or I'm going to wait till it goes to discounters because I know it's going to, what is it, $5.90 or something like that for a 50 ml? It's expensive. It's up. And Omega, you screwed the pooch on this. You screwed my bank account. It hates you. I love you. My bank account, freaking, it wants to come through this computer. But I have to get Tony Iommi first. And in fact, you'll see in the next couple days because I did my full review. I just have to edit it down. But you'll see how my bank account feels, Omega. You shall see. But I have not tried it yet. When I find a sample or decant, I'll definitely give it a whirl. Tell ATH you got me to buy Maverick, Neon, and Legend. I'm gonna buy full bottles of Legend and Guapo when they're back. He makes amazing frags, man, and I definitely will. I'll let him know. In fact, he just messaged me, so I've got to message him back here shortly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my New York trip. Spend some time with Aaron and a bunch of people. Actually, hopefully Michelle is there for a while. We can all hang out. We got Joe. Of course, Joe lives there. That's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a hell of a time. I need to get out of Tennessee for a while. Let's see. Yeah, I just copped a Boss Bastard, Maverick Forbidden, and Haze Black from Maxx. I never tried the house before, so excited to get them in. Man, I'm excited to hear your thoughts, brother. Really am. Okay, done and done. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to leave that up there for very long, but yes, I will email you. I do have a guy, but and I've got a niche on a guy, but I usually have to wait a while. If it's if it's just launched, it takes a few months for me able to get something. That's exactly what happened with when I got Let's see here. Let's see what you got for sale on Mercari this week. I've just discovered this website. Well, I think I've got 3 fragrances up there at the moment. And they are Atkinson's Big Bad Cedar, Bentley Intense for Men, and Acqua di Colonia Essenza. But if you wait till like the end of the day, I'm about to drop the prices on everything. Not like you're gonna buy it anyways because you're a cheap bastard, but that's okay. Cool, whatever. Wanted a Cop Daddy too, but the 10 ml sold out. Yeah, man. I'm just kidding, RXL. I don't think you're a cheap bastard. I just think you're cheap. Just kidding. Again, God, I can keep them coming. Let's see. I got Clive Christian chasing the dragon for almost half off. It's for $900. Yeah, that ain't happening. That's not happening. Like, I do have a limit of how much I will spend on a fragrance. And I say that, and then one day I'm gonna come home and be like, I've got a $1,500 fragrance for you guys. Probably not ever. But I have been interested in this Clive Christian as well. Just gonna be honest, I've been seeing some hype behind, not hype behind on YouTube, but I've been reading some articles behind it. My Omega, my rarest is an original batch of Armani Poro. I'll take a decant while I'm in New York. I purchased a long time ago. Besides that, Safari Cosmere batch I found on eBay. I guess my rarest would be Aaron Terence Hughes frags. Well, I mean, you're doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. What are your thoughts on Armani Mania? Oh man, dude, I haven't worn Armani Mania in freaking forever. For what I remember, I used to love it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the ACQUA di GIO line. And I know it's two, separate lines, but there was just it was okay. Yeah. Looking back, I don't think I would go out and spend a bunch of money trying to get Armani Mania, at discontinued prices. But if it pops up at like discounters or if it pops up at rack stores for a good price, yeah. But yeah, but I just don't remember enjoying it that much. I'll be honest, I don't even remember the notes. Let's look at it. It's been forever. Armania, Armani, Mania. There it is. No. Are you talking about for men? You're obviously you're talking for men. If I wasn't a cheap bastard, would it be on Mercari? Yeah. Whatever. Let's see. If I wasn't well, of course you wouldn't. Let's see here. Really? You should buy Raja Hot Lux. Nah. Nah. I mean, maybe if I found it for the right price, I might. But I've heard some people say it's really good. I've heard some people say it's not that great. Um, Anyways, I want to buy another original bands, but it's hard to find extortion prices. Speaking of which, oh, Steve, let me ask you a question. Are you the one who reached out to me on Instagram asking about finding your girlfriend Armani Mania? Just curious. Now Greta's Greta's commenting on my Instagram telling me how awesome hard candy is. Anyways, because I know that somebody reached out to me and I was trying to help them find a bottle of Armani Mania. Anyways, I don't get TF Oud wood. I purchased a bottle years ago. It was in the brown bottle. It's so popular. I just didn't like it. I came home and trashed it one day. It was a 3.4 ounce. You threw away a 3.4 ounce TF Oud wood. Did you really just like trash it? Anyways, just let me know. It was liberating. Apparently he did. All right, I'm not getting in that conversation. Do you own any Stefan Humbert Lucas? I do, but I only own one. I own Generation 22 or 2022. I'm sorry. And that's the only one I've actually tried, I believe. Yeah, that's it. That's the only one I've got my nose on. There's an iris one that I really, really want to get really want to get. I've had so many people tell me it was freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Oh my God. All right. All right. So let's move on to Roja Oceania. Let's talk about it. And Steve, please let me know if you were the one who reached out to me on Instagram, because honestly, I sent my buddy a message about it and I totally forgot to, follow up with him. But anyways, so Roja Oceania. I'm going to be putting my full review on this, but this is what I can say. This is a fragrance that has grown on me. When I first sprayed it, and I did, I almost paid full retail on this. I paid about $20 less than full retail. So, full retail, I think it's $3.99, somewhere around there. I think it's $400. The one thing that I will say about this fragrance is that the very opening does have a very astringent, lemony. Thank you so much, Brad. Thank you so much for stopping by. But the opening has a very astringent kind of lemon cleaner kind of feel going on. Not in a bad way. This isn't like Club de Nuit Intense Man. Nothing like that. But it's very acidic. Lots of pungent, kind of almost overbearing citrus right off the bat. What it actually smells like to me is Murphy's oil, like lemon Murphy's oil. But I do love the smell of lemon Murphy's oil. But as it starts drying down, not too far into it, it smells like floor cleaner Pledge. Yeah, I can see that as well. Or Murphy's oil, lemon Murphy's oil. It becomes very white floral heavy, very white floral dominant. Lots of clean woods, lots of really bright musks, and I mean it's done very well. It does smell very good, as the heart comes in, as the dry down, does its thing. But the biggest issue for me is the opening. The opening is rough. It's not easy. It's not an easy wear if you're wanting to love something from the very first spray. But once, 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes into a few minutes into it, that kind of harshness settles down, actually really settles down. And then you start getting into those florals, jasmine, lily of the valley. There's nothing aquatic about this fragrance whatsoever. It's not aquatic. Has nothing that doesn't really kind of bring me back to being around an ocean. But I will say I got a lot of attention the 2 days I was wearing it, and I purposely went out. I did some shopping. I did some things, and I did get some just random attention from it. But I think it leans more feminine than it does masculine. For me, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind wearing, feminine leaning fragrances, to each their own. But I don't know if I could recommend this to somebody and saying that's a masculine fragrance without, them coming back at me and, with pitchforks and, you know, a blowtorch or something. You know, it is a very it is a very well put together fragrance, except the opening is tough for me. It's tough, and that's from 2 wears. And so now I've worn it 4 total times, and I think it is I think it's a good fragrance. If anything, this is my favorite bottle design out of all the ones that I have. I really love the blue, blue crystals, the Swarovski crystals in the cap. But other than that, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep giving it some more time and see what happens when it actually gets even hotter. See how it does in the super heat. I love that. Way to sell it. Pledge fresh. That's right. Let's see. The whole reason I got into Fracom was my Armani Mania was finished. Yeah, no, because I know they did a women's and men's version. Somebody was reaching out to me asking me for the women's version, and I was like, I reached out to my buddy. I still have. God bless America. Let me turn this down real quick. But somebody reached out to me on Instagram and asked me if I knew where to get a bottle. I was like, man, I don't know. I think it was Armani Mania. I'm not really sure. Anyways. ATH Patchouli Noir does a lemon pledge citronella candle thing on me. One of only two blind buy regrets from him. Not compared, honestly. I can see where you're coming from with that, with the citronella, but I don't get that from the new batch. I get a little bit, but not as much as I got from the original batch because he did reformulate it. But I can see where you're coming from. That citronella, like what you're getting from Patchouli Noir, I get like way more from this. But again, it doesn't last that long. It's not exactly what I was expecting, and it probably would not even, out of the 10 Rajas I have, this wouldn't even fall into my top 8, honestly. So it'd be in like 9 or 10. It's still a good fragrance. I'm not taking away from the fact that it is good. The just opening is not going to be for everyone. So I don't want to mislead people and be like, oh, yeah, it's so citrus, awesome up top, because to me, it's not. But once it gets into the heart and the dry down, it becomes a beautiful fragrance. Sometimes you just got to wait for it. And sometimes you just got to enjoy your, you got to work with your fragrances. You can't just give up on them. I'm not a quitter. Anyways, get torches and pitchforks ready. What do you mean, leans feminine? Oh, I'm sorry. Not only you're cheap and you're a feminist. Jeez, dude, what the hell's going on with you these days? Generation 2022 is an awesome oud bergamot and oud, ylang ylang, and black currant. It's a very interesting fresh oud fragrance. If you see it at discounters, God, I would always say, test drive before you buy. But I really am glad that I picked up Generation 2022. It was a blind buy for me. I had a friend of mine tell me that I needed to, hop into Stephen Humbert Lucas, and I asked him about Generation 2022. And he was like, honestly, I never tried it, so I picked it up just to, because he hadn't tried it. I want to see. Why will not my... Oh my God. Hang on one second, guys. I am in a text message or a message stream with Miss Greta. If you're listening to this, that's you buzzing off, you and Aaron. I'll get back to you guys here shortly. But yes, the oud is not going to be like animalic oud in Generation 2022. It's going to be fresher. It has a really nice balsamic sweetness to it, and then it dries down with a nice woodiness. Now, I do get the oud in it. It has a little bit of almost like a rubbery feel, but that's also coming from the black currant, which is adding a nice tartness and also a bit of a sour quality, which that and that rubbery quality, which is the sour quality coming from the oud, blend together very nicely. But the citruses and no, I'm sorry, not ylang ylang. Did I say ylang ylang? I meant yuzu. The yuzu, the fruitiness from the yuzu, kind of do their thing up top, almost creating like a leathery quality, but it's very fresh. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I think it's a really good fragrance. I get good longevity out of it, at least 8 hours. It gets me through a work day. You know, really good projection, if I remember, first couple hours, and then sits closer to the skin. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an office safe fragrance, but you know, if you spray lightly, I definitely think it could be. That's one of the biggest issues with getting ATH from Max Roma. You never know it's a new version of the old. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. My wife loves unisex between unifem for me. I'm like, whatever works, bro. Absolutely. If I go vegan, I'll complete the trifecta. Dude, you have to go vegan. Also, like, dude, you need to go full on hippie. You need to do an entire video of just wearing straight up patchouli, like hippie patchouli, and say, this is the way. Mr. Feminist and Fragrant. Well, Steve, I am so glad that you blind bought some fragrances on my suggestions. That honestly is the reason I do this. And, and even if you didn't like them, hopefully you would still come back because, we're both different, man. We're all different. We enjoy things differently. We smell things differently. We work differently. We inspire differently. We're just different. We're unique. But we're all here to inspire each other. So if you ever, and this is going out to everybody who's watching this, the reason I always say in my videos, let me know what you would like me to get my nose on, because maybe you would inspire me like Omega did to piss off my bank account with Tony Iommi Monkey Special. I love this kind of thing, and I would love to always, give back to my subscribers who said, you guys send me something. I would love to send you back something. And Omega, as soon as I get back from New York, I will do so. Though you probably own my entire collection, honestly, because it sounds like you buy fragrances like you buy bread, which isn't a bad thing. It's freaking awesome. And I'm super thankful that you did they send you these samples whenever you bought Tony Iommi? Just let me know. Maverick is so good. The two hazes are both great too. I mean, haze blue or haze black, great. The best way for me to define, you know what? I'm not going to do that because I actually, coming out Friday, fun fact, I'm doing a versus battle between haze blue and haze black because I am going live with Aaron that day on Greta's channel, and I look forward to it. Oh, okay, here we go. 2 new surprises for me this week. Zoologist Snowy Owl. Love it. The cologne in that does not agitate me like some fragrances do. Kind of gothic incensey florals. Bingo. Nail on the head. Laboratorio olfactive explode. Aromatic and beastly. Ooh, lasted 14 plus hours. Easy. Man, okay. So now you've got me intrigued. Now I've got to check these out. Try Soul Cafe by Zaharoff. Okay, I will. And you know what? I actually set this on to where you can see the comments after I repost it. So I'll be able to go check that out. So I don't actually have to sit there and screenshot it or whatever. But usually whenever you guys leave me comments and try, have me, talk to me about suggestion things, I literally write every single thing down, whether I write it down or I put it into my, I put it straight into my computer. I've got a giant list, guys. And also, if you suggest to me any kind of content for YouTube, first of all, you're going to get a shout out. Whether or not I remember your name, you'll always know it's you. Second of all, I have so much that I'm going through. It might take a year to finally see what you put out there. I just try to do it as fair as possible and see where it's going to fit in the best. So, yeah, Rosendo Matao. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but that's how I've always said it. Yes, I've heard some really great things about them or about him, perfumer, and his brand because they've been popping up a lot at fragrancebuy.ca. If I didn't just get a haul in and also just get this Percival, I would totally get it. But I'm on a spending freeze until I get back from New York City. So, what up, Brett? Great to see you, brother. Okay, well, CT, I'm gonna have to, man. I mean, you got me. All right. Let's see here. XERJOFF Universe will give you a free discovery kit of 4 other XERJOFF fragrances. I purchased them. Well, that's really kind of them. When you spend that much money, they're like, well, you can have 4 samples. But hey, each their own. It is what it is. Let's see. I bought Redbrook parfums, but my expectations are tempered. You gave a very measured and fair assessment. Yeah. I will never actually give a full review of that fragrance. And the reason being, it's not fair. And it doesn't matter. A man lives out his dreams. And, that's another thing with all these, YouTube fragrance reviewers and people giving them shit about, creating their own fragrances. Man, I mean, it's kind of like getting a bonus at work for these guys. I know a lot of you are like, oh, well, that means they're, sleeping with the brand and yada, yada, yada. That doesn't mean anything like that, man. I mean, you don't know how it is until the opportunity is presented to you. And no, nobody's asked me to do a fragrance with them. Would I do my own fragrance brand? Because I know that's probably good, or fragrance. I probably would, but it's all dependent on the brand, and they have to live up to and abide by the way I run my business, not the way they run their business. They're asking me. I'm not asking them. So there you go. Hey, Chris, the fragtastic Mr. Fox, you want to hop on here? I thought Tyler was going to hop on here, but apparently he doesn't want to. Soul Cafe is in my top 10. I agree. Get your nose on that one beam. I will. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Of course I will. No need to send me anything. A shout out is enough. Well, Omega is the frickin' man. Frickin' man. My bank account still frickin' hates you. But whatever. It's okay. It's all right. That's what it is. On average Joe, he enjoys it. He sure does. So, as I said, we've already gone on to Wednesday and Thursday. Roja Oceania. Good fragrance. Not my favorite, but it is a good fragrance. I'm not going to sit there and say that, it's incredible and mind-blowing. And yeah, it's good. I'm not going to also sit here and tell you whether or not I think it's worth the price because that is up to you, not to me. I have plenty of fragrances that I paid a lot of money for that I think are really good. And a lot of people look at me like, they're like, why the hell would you spend $600 on that? Well, I mean, why would you buy a Ford? So that's how I look at it. Anywho, so we are going to go on to Friday. Am I married? No, Steve, I am not married. I am single. I am single. I am, single and ready to mingle. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about that. So, but we're moving on to Friday. And yes, the wife reviews definitely help, but I do not have a wife. And actually, you guys can help me out. Actually, you don't even have to help me out because I already know the answer to this. My mom asked me if I would do a video with her. So I'm going to be doing a video with her next week. So I don't have a wife, but I do have a mom. And if anything, my mom has no filter. She'll tell you whether or not she thinks it's good. But yeah, nope, single, ready to mingle, ladies. All right, so Friday, I decided to rock one that is not available in the United States yet. It's not available anywhere yet, but I wanted to kind of put some hype behind it because if you are going to the ATH event coming up in New York City, which I will be there. Joe will be there. Apparently, Michelle with Curly Fragrance will be there. Um, and yeah, and of course, Aaron Terence Hughes is going to be there. But I rocked Hedonism. So this is going to be the fragrance. If you paid for the event, this is the fragrance you're going to get. And Tanya, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I've got a fun episode I'm gonna do with her. But hedonism, oud rose fragrance, more on your Middle Eastern style, more spicier, a little bit more animalic, a little sweatier, a little earthier. The oud is not as sweet. You're getting more of a dusty quality from it, a nice dusty, musky woodiness from it. If you have bought tickets for the Aaron Terence Hughes event, this is the fragrance you will be getting. And it's called Hedonism. And I know I've talked to Aaron. I talked to him not too long ago, and he said that he actually reformulated this and made it even stronger. Well, the question I have is, what do you think? I mean, this thing's stupid long lasting and stupid strong. I mean, it would be better. Actually, it did really well. When did I wear this? I said Friday. Yeah, Friday. I wore this, and then that evening I wore Paco Rabanne 1 Million Elixir. But Friday, I rocked this that morning, and before Dan's live that I went on live with him, I took a shower, and I had to scrub this off because I knew that I was wanting to do a test drive, do more of a test drive with that one. But hedonism, it's freaking awesome. If you like oud rose, if you like Aaron Terence Hughes oud rose fragrances, and this is going to be for all of his events that he does in the United States, if he does in the UK. This is the type of fragrance. I don't know if it's going to be this fragrance that he's going to be giving you as a thank you for buying a ticket to the event. So, and there goes Joey is asking. I was wondering what the fragrance was. So there you go. It's called Hedonism. And you know what, Joe? I will bring a decant of this. Or actually, you know what? I'll bring this bottle with me. That way you can try it. And if you don't like it, maybe we can do a little tradesies. We'll see. But no, it's a really, really good oud rose fragrance. It's more on the Middle Eastern style of oud rose fragrances. It's not going to be that super sweet rose. It's got sweetness to it. Don't get me wrong. But it's got some tonka bean in there as well. It's a really good fragrance. You know, he keeps blowing my mind. I'm excited to try hard candy and high voltage. I know so many of you guys are, thinking I already have it. I do not. But I should be coming here in the next couple weeks. So I need to have it before I go up to New York. I'm single too. If I was still with my ex-wife, I'd still be sporting Calvin Klein Curve L. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, if I was still with my ex-wife, doesn't matter. I'd still be smelling good. I smelled awesome. I remember what I was wearing on my wedding day. Izzy Miyake Lodisi Pour Homme. Duh. It's gone with me everywhere. 11. Well, I'm going to say I'm on my 11th bottle. And it's funny because the bottle I actually have back there is not the bottle I had whenever I got married. Oh, yeah, man. It's really good. Hedonism is really good. If anything, the coffee has some body, but my nose is coffee fragrance. Okay, let's see here. You have a 20-year-old of Izzy Miyake? That's awesome, man. I felt like such a kind of a dumbass because my buddy Fred, he commented. I don't know if you guys saw the video a couple days, or I guess it was mid last week. I did that me in a bottle tag video, and I said kind of told my story of 1994 when I bought my first bottle. And I bought my first bottle at Hex, which if you guys don't know what Hex is, well, you're probably too young to know. But I bought my first bottle at Hex, but my buddy Fred, who is a friend and subscriber of mine, he worked at the Zales right next to Hex at the Laurel Mall. And I put in the comments, I was like, "Oh my god, what if you were the one who sold me my bottle?" But he was like, "I worked at Zales," and somebody even mentioned like, "You probably didn't buy your fragrance at a jewelry shop." And I guess I was just so excited to see that he actually lived in Maryland the same time I did. I didn't even I kind of just glanced over his comment. But anyways, I did not buy my first bottle of Izzy Miyake at a Zales. I bought it at Hex. Anyways, let's see here. So Fragtastic Mr. Fox is not apparently not a major fan of coffee dominant fragrances. I don't like smelling like a Starbucks. Why not? It may be older than 20 years old. I think I bought mine in the 90s too. Come to think about it. 1994 is when it was released, man. So Low DC Porom, 1994. I was 10. I was spry 10 years old. Um all right. So now we're moving on to where are we at? We're on Saturday? Oh, you know what? I don't think I pulled the fragrance down that I wore Saturday. Well, I'll tell you guys what I wore. I wore Zaharoff Citrine. Let me know what you guys think about the new Citrine from Zaharoff. Oh, I also, so this is the second. I guess I kind of need to go back. I went to a birthday party Thursday night and I was wearing Citrine. And so I wore it to that birthday party and totally forgot that I wore it to that birthday party. And then I revisited it on Saturday. Citrine is a great fragrance. Don't get me wrong. It's very much a lot of citrus up top. It's a little fleeting. Citrus doesn't stick around for a very long time. And then just kind of rolls into just a nice, woody, easy to wear, clean fragrance. Not projecting on my skin. I don't get great projection whatsoever. In fact, when I was at that birthday party Thursday night, my friend Autumn asked me what I was wearing. Because as soon as I walked up to the bar, I knew her daughter, Mia, was wearing Patchouli Noir from Aaron Terence Hughes. And then I could smell that Autumn was wearing Raw Cherry. And then they were asking what I was wearing. I was like, well, I'm wearing Zaharoff Citrine. And like Autumn dove into my neck. She's like, I can't smell it. I was like, I know. I just sprayed it on like literally 45 minutes ago, which I could still smell it. It's just not a projector, but it could also do better in the heat. So I'm kind of savoring it to see in the next week or so to see how it really does in the heat and the humidity. Do I think Mass Malone Hemingway is better than Sultan Vetiver? No. Steve, I will definitely send Aaron a thank you for you, buddy. Absolutely. In fact, um, you know, I know I'll be doing a live with Joe probably before the event or maybe the day before if he's still on here. Maybe we can work something out. If you will remind me, I will definitely make sure to do that. But I've got a pretty good memory, except trying to remember your name. I just got 2 bottles of Amber Nui. Oh, dude, I know. And you know what? If you got that at fragrancebuy.ca, that was hanging around at fragrancebuy.ca for some time, and I'm very surprised that nobody was hopping on that. That's a great fragrance. Fantastic fragrance. Sadly, I was 21 in 94. You're still 21, Tanya, in my eyes. Weird thing is, I'm still getting used to citrine. It's sour on my skin for some reason. Well, could be your skin chemistry. Maybe just let it settle. Let it sit down, kind of do its thing for a few days, revisit it. Sometimes bottles get shaken up in the mail. I like to usually that's the one thing I don't like about doing like first impressions like right off the bat. That's the reason I didn't actually do it with Percival because it really wouldn't be a first impressions. I've tried Percival plenty of times, but I finally picked up a bottle. But bottles get shaken up, get mixed around. They go through hot and cold, cold and hot. At this time of the year, they're going through more hot than anything else. So just let it settle down for a little bit. And then, let me know. If it doesn't change, might be your skin, might be Just the fragrance. Might be your nose. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out. I only wore citrine and ADG, EDP, and Polo Blue parfum last week, but mostly citrine. You liking that citrine, Joe? Let's see. Everyone seems to be saying citrine needs a lot of heat to blossom to more than a skin scent. I will let you know. Okay. I don't find that always so true with fragrances, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying that people are saying it's a cop out, but I think it's that the way people perspire versus the way people don't perspire, and the way that people heat up, which also takes us back to everybody's skin chemistry is different. Sure, maybe, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Let's see. I wore it in the sauna at the gym and it shined. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go to the gym. Well, I mean, just to go to the sauna and spray citrine on. But hopefully, I mean, I do live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where it's stupid humid and stupid hot. And it's funny because I did that video today. In the very beginning, I was like, it's 65 degrees when I woke up. It dropped to like 50 something today. It's freaking stupid. I went and took my mom to dialysis at 5 o'clock this morning. It was 65 degrees. I was in shorts and a t-shirt. And now I got to wear a jacket to walk outside. It's so dumb. I wore 18 sprays in 80-degree weather and couldn't really smell it. Okay. Which fragrances do you think suits a lawyer besides Aventus? Well, not Aventus. Suits a lawyer. You need something confident. You need something that really speaks. Because that's what a lawyer does for a living. You need to have something that is also going to be comforting, because you're not always going to tell people what they want to hear. I would recommend something like Beau de Jour from Tom Ford, Bon Viveur from Nottingham Wilson. I think that's a great fragrance, very classic style. 1986 Eclectique from Les Bains Gerbois. Fantastic fragrance as well. Anything, if you're going, and if you're a lawyer, Parfums MDCI, Chypre Palatin. Amazing fragrance. Great. Very confident fragrance. Being a lawyer, you got to have confidence in what you do. If anime characters has signature scent series. Oh man, that would be a long one. Yeah, same with me, CT. I'm just gonna. I sprayed 14 sprays that Thursday. I sprayed 14 sprays. I'm not saying that they didn't put out a good fragrance, because it is a good fragrance. It's Claude Deer. He puts out awesome fragrances. I just don't know if it's my skin chemistry, or it could just be so bright and airy that maybe it just needs a little bit time to sit, possibly, or it just doesn't mix well with my skin. Let's see. At Light Mint, I use PDM Latent or BDC. Oh, yeah, both of those are great. And you can't smell cheap. That's right. That's right. But there are some great inexpensive fragrances. Well, they have there. It's kind of like the difference between if being a lawyer, I wouldn't wear Percival. I would wear like Sedley or Galloway. A little bit more unique. Also not so young. And I'm not, I know some people out there can be like, well, Percival's not young. It's kind of a young leaning type of fragrance scent profile. As everybody says that it does lean towards Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. I mean, it does. And Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce was known as the frat boy fragrance. Just the way it is. Does that make it a bad fragrance? No, it's a great fragrance. I used to rock the crap out of it. And Percival smells a lot better than Legend and also Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. But it's that same DNA. It's that same style. Oh, man. Yeah, you hopped on the Desire Toxique. I almost did. I didn't do it, man. Like I said, I gotta lay low. But if you want to buy me one, just kidding. Super chat is on, guys. I love how I'm like, hey, if you want to buy me one, Just kidding. Let's see. God, dude, I hope, Joe, I hope it gets warmer on my way, when I come up there. But if it stays cold, don't worry. I pulled out different suits. I got my warmer suits. I got my cooler weather suits. I'm ready. I'm freaking prepared. The first thought that popped in my head smelling crude royal oud was that it smelled like my lawyer. So why do you have a lawyer? uh, Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up here. Galloway is amazing. Yep. I think it's a great fragrance. Gray vetiver is also a great one. Sorry. If I could remember every single fragrance right off the top of my head, I wish I could. But thank you guys for helping me remember. Latent Exclusive, which also is a great one. The next, let's see. Somebody else said that Latent doesn't fit my skin. I don't think I'll ever pick up another bottle of just regular Latent. I think I'll just get Latent Exclusive. I like it better. Yeah. Yeah. Bottom line, citrine is super light. Can't get around it. It's more of a tonic style fragrance, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Very true. I agree here. Comparisons to Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce to PDM Percival. Yeah. I mean, it does. It does have a lot of those qualities. It kind of reminds you of what, Fierce used to be. Um, but I'm actually looking forward to the documentary that they're about to put out. I think it came out on Netflix today, actually. Today or yesterday. I think it's called White Noise. It's like the rise and fall of Abercrombie and Fitch, and the one of the pictures they have on it is the Abercrombie and Fitch bottle with the abs, and the bottle's all broken. Apparently, Abercrombie and Fitch ain't doing so well these days. Pete Nation with the super chat for the souvenir you're bringing me back from New York. That's right. Fuck milk, got pot. Pete will know what I'm talking about. Oh god, everybody on here is gonna be like, "What? What does that even mean?" If you guys want to hear the story, you have to ask. If you want to hear the story, super chat it. What can I layer with citrine? I have heard that rosé does really well with citrine, actually. I think citrine would do really well with Royal X, actually. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna start kind of layering things up in the next couple weeks. But yeah, man, I saw it was up there for like 145 bucks for 100 ml. It's great. I have a decant still, and well, I don't have it anymore, but I got a decant from actually Pete Nation, and I wasn't so sure about it. But the one thing I will say, it's kind of like the same way that Roja Oceania. I'm not a huge fan of the opening, but the way it dries down, it's sexy. And it's all about the dry down. So many people are so concerned about um, the top. The dry down's where the magic happens, because that's what you're stuck with. Like I said, it's like being in a relationship with somebody. You can like everything about them, but like how they look or whatever, but it's everything else. It's the dry down that you have to, live with, and everybody else does as well. I mean, it's a terrible analogy, but it's the best I got. I like Leighton over exclusive, but Pegasus exclusive in that story. Okay, cool. I wonder how it would layer with Royal X. I think it would layer really well because you get a lot of those citruses up there, and also citrine does have a nice muskiness to it. So if anything, I think it'll just kind of amplify the clean musks that are in Royal X, but will really add a bunch of that citrus to what Royal X already has going on with it. Let's see. Is there any alternative to Delina Parfums de Marly with similar vibes, but only for men? You need to check out. I don't know what it's called, but I've heard good things. It's by Barouche. I have their Carlisle clone. but I haven't tried it. But Max Forte did a video on it, and he compared it to Delina. Now, I could send you to see somebody else, like Max, which I do trust Max. But again, it's completely up to you, and you're not going to be able to sample it first. I don't know where you can get any kind of, decants or whatever. Well, Tanya, I already talked about Tony. Tony Iommi. All right, so Tony Iommi, I'm going to give this a quick rundown for Tanya. Tony Iommi, rum, cinnamon, fruity, like passion fruit up top. That's a little fleeting with the citrus, but it doesn't matter because the patchouli is baller in it. I think it's like Bangladesh patchouli or something like that. And you're also going to get a bunch of nice, like really nice, like black leather, like rock and roll leather. I get a gothic type of vanilla and incense quality to it. Nice caramel sweetness. I, I mean, I've only had this little decant right here that Omega sent to me. I'm buying a bottle. Sold. Sign me up. I mean, if somebody's told me right now, I'll sell it to you for, whatever. Well, not whatever, but for a good price. Done. I'll buy it. I think it's totally worth it. But that's again me. If anything, I can compare it to again. I don't really have a big comparison because it is very unique. It does have a lot of qualities from other fragrances, all kind of mixed together. But it's the quality, like how Nishne Nefs is versus all the rest of the Nishnes. It's like next level. So there you go, Tanya. Hopefully that helps. I'm actually taking, let's see, and Tanya, enjoy your dinner. Drink one for me, will you? Let's see here. Are you breaking out the Armani or Canali suit? Neither, actually. I'm not bringing any of my very, 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 very nice suits. I'm bringing actually, I mean, they're still super nice. I used to buy from a company called Nifty Genius for a while. And I'm taking 2 Nifty Genius suits. Actually, I'm taking 3 suits total, but I don't know what my third one's going to be yet. Phil Knows from Paris is awesome. It is a great fragrance. I don't own a bottle, but I got a decant after seeing Ash from GIO review. The only reason I didn't get it is it reminded me of something, but at this point I can't remember. So this was probably about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I can't remember when Ash put his video out. Yeah, enjoy your sample, Tanya, and let me know. Let me know what you think. I think it's 100% unisex. I don't think it. I think it's 50-50 on the spectrum. Either way. I've been on here for an hour and 32 minutes. What are you guys doing to me? What are you doing to me? But anyways, guys, yeah, I thought Tyler from Simply Fragrance was gonna hop on. Apparently, I think he thought I was going on later, but we will always do this at 4:30 on Mondays, guys. Let me know in the comments since we'll be wrapping things up here. Let me know if you guys have any questions for me, any fragrances you'd like me to get my nose on, or hell, if you just want to shoot the shit, let me know. But yeah, it was a good week in fragrance. It was nice having 3 days off. Sometimes it's good, to just take some time off, spend time with family and friends. I think the last 2 years proved us something, companionship, friendship, and how much it is, it's valuable, so. Okay, here we go. We have some questions here. Can you get Greta come to NYC? Working on it. I think I'm closer than you think I am. I'm very persuasive. In fact, I think she's just wanting to come. But I don't know. I think she's working on it as far as I know. Your thoughts on the amazing fragrance from Michael Malone? I've tried one, and I own one, and I own Ash's fragrance, Enigma or Jet Black Enigma. Uh, it's funny that you brought that up because I was actually Mark 678. He was talking about it in the comments, and the other night I did spray it on, just hand testing it, and I do not get great performance out of that fragrance. I know a lot of I've heard quite a few people say it's like awesome. I mean, it is. It's good smelling fragrance. It smells a lot like Black Phantom. It almost smells like Cognac Cafe from Galerie Parfums mixed in with kind of that root beery vibe that you're getting from like House of Sillage N001. But I just don't get great performance. Maybe about 4 or 5 hours longevity. I know I've done my first impressions on it, but and the rest of Michael Malone, man, I don't have a dog in the fight. I haven't tried anything. Maybe I have, but if I have, that means if I don't remember it, I wasn't impressed. I think I actually have in fact, I think they sent me a couple of samples whenever I bought mine, and I put them into Macari boxes. That's what I do with a lot of my samples. Whenever I sell something, I throw it in there. What is a mind-blowing fragrance you consider today? Mind-blowing? I still think that Fragrance du Bois producer Michael is mind-blowing. It's one of the longest-lasting, most beast mode fragrances I've experienced in a long time, especially the most out of Fragrance du Bois. I also really like Shem from Nishne. I think Nefs is also fantastic. Those are kind of mind-blowing for that Nishne line, and they already put out great fragrances. But what else? I revisited Squid from Zoologist a couple weeks ago. I think that's a great fragrance. Oh, and Mega Mare from Orto Parisi. That's going to probably be in my top 3 aquatic fragrances all time for now. I think that is one of the most unique and fun, awesome aquatics I've tried in forever, honestly. But you have to. Oh, okay. Joe said he'll come in for a sec. All right. Well, I guess I'll stay on for a little bit. There you go. There you go, Joe. But yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot. There's fragrances that definitely, oh, Guapo as well. Aaron Terence Hughes. I think that's a very stupid, mass appealing, awesomely done fragrance because he put together a fragrance that is just mass appealing and unique at the same time, and it clicks and checks all the boxes that we're looking for. All right, here we go. Some shows coming in at the very end of the stream.
Hey, save the best for last.
Yeah, it is absolutely true. All right, Argos, Triumph, Bacchus, and Dene is always a great blind buy worthy scent. I agree. I absolutely agree. Always remember, guys. Yeah, well, if you guys ever want Argos, I always have a 10% discount code down below.
Noted. Clutch.
Yeah, always. And you can use it on Discovery sets as well. You use it on whatever you want.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm good. I spent a lot of the time while listening to you trying to figure out where all my Aaron Terence Hughes samples were because I'm going to figure out which one I'm going to wear on the event.
Oh, I already know. So, well, actually, I don't know because I'm getting well, you guys already know. I got Hard Candy and High Voltage on their way to me.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm going to wear either of those, but the one I'm actually thinking about wearing is the one that Aaron made for me specially. My bespoke fragrance from Aaron.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but what are you going to wear? What are you wearing that night? You don't know, do you?
Clothes-wise or fragrance-wise? Fragrance-wise, my options are Smolder, Neon Maverick, Boss Bastard, and Forbidden.
You know I can bring some more with me, right?
Well, yeah, no, I know. I'm just like from what because I didn't even remember which ones I've had. These are like accumulations from like other people, minus the smolder. Smolder I bought on my own, but it was like, okay, which ones do I have? Like what do I have for the layout? Because I do want to wear a Aaron Terence Hughes fragrance to an Aaron Terence Hughes event.
Well, of course.
It
Well, I'm
only
going to tell
makes
you what
sense.
I'm wearing, but I'm
Mhm.
just going to tell you what shirt I'm wearing. I'm going to wear a black button down,
Nice.
but I'm not
Okay.
telling you what color suit I'm wearing. And I swear to God, if anybody says I look like Jeremy Fragrance, I will come through this damn computer. Okay. Just going to have to say that because all this is all, everything's
Mm,
getting groomed up. The week before I
nice.
go, I'm cutting my hair down. No more of this, craziness.
Mhm.
It's starting to bother me. Anyways, let's see here. Diego asks, "Have you tried Black Tie from Jeremy Fragrance? It's on another
I
level, quite like nishne. That's the one I have not tried. I have not, so I don't know.
I enjoy it, but I can't measure it against everything else. I haven't tried anything else that he's made. So for me to
Okay.
say, "Oh my gosh, this is the best thing," well, that's the only thing I've tried. So, but I did
Actually,
enjoy it.
while I got you on here, man, and well, there's 12 of us on here.
Mhm.
What would you guys, and you can answer this in the future, what would you like Joe and I to do while we're in New York? What kind
Great
of
question.
videos would you like us to do?
Let us know
Exactly.
in the comments below.
Will Demi Rawlings pull herself away from Dubai to be there? Probably no. No, she needs to go
Mm.
eat a frickin' burger. That's what she needs to do. And I'm saying that in the best way. She just looks very, very thin.
Mhm.
She doesn't look as healthy as the Demi that I started watching many, many years ago. As
Right.
same with Jeremy. It's like her and Jeremy are in their bodies are like synced together. They're like, oh,
Mm.
we're just gonna eat salads. No, you gotta have
Hey,
protein.
the keto diet.
Well, I mean that's beyond keto, brother. Did you see the video yesterday that Jeremy posted about him eating underneath an overpass where he looked homeless?
No, I saw the eggs, and that was kind of it for me
L-
for the month.
Dude, he set up his camera. Somebody was filming him. He was walking to one of the, he was walking under an overpass and he sat
Mm.
down shirtless in his little skivvies
Mm.
while traffic's going by and ate his lunch.
Yeah, no.
It was very interesting.
No, no, no.
Okay. Uh, Okay, so it'd be interesting to see your opinion on side effects and rehab. Um, Side effects. The one
Mhm.
fragrance that I would suggest over that is from Alhambra
Mm.
Parfums, and it's called the Eye of Seven Hills. It
Interesting.
is a much louder take, kind of, on side effect. So you're getting that
Mhm.
spicy booziness, a
Yeah.
really nice resinous, ambery sweetness, but it's much louder and much longer lasting. And rehab, I mean, rehab's really good. Don't get me wrong, but for 300 something dollars, I would just go with Spice Bomb, or I would
Right.
go with 18.99 from Histoire de
Hemingway.
Parfums. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's. In fact, I would take Histoire de Parfums 18.99 over Spice Bomb, and I've had this bottle of Spice Bomb that I'm not going to reach for because I don't feel like getting up.
Right.
That's an original batch from
Mhm.
2012.
12.
Yeah. How did I remember
2012.
that?
It was basically as I was getting into fragrances that
Uh
Spice
huh.
Bomb had been released. Like well, Fragcom, not fragrances, but
Side effect from Inicio is awesome. I
it
have
is.
had some people get Alhambra, or it's
Mm.
Al. I'm sorry, it's not Alhambra. It's Algabra. Algabra. Let me
Mm.
grab the bottle so you guys can see, so you kind of have a
Definitely.
reference.
Definitely. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna say, hey everyone. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. I don't know what my son of the day is yet. I haven't won one yet.
Ugh.
Still cold in New York.
You know what my hair looks like? The Batman,
Sean Hunter.
or that
Oh,
too, or the Batman.
the Batman.
This is it. It is Algabra
Mm.
Parfums out of Turkey, Istanbul. Eye of Seven Hills.
Nice.
This thing is a beast. I sent this over to Ken from XERJOFF, and he's like,
Yeah.
dude, he's like, I have like a
Mm.
10 ml of Anicio side effect. This is better. I was like, I know.
Mm.
I try to do my best for you guys. I try. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
I went to Neiman's last week when I did my mall vlog, and I just
I
saw
saw
the
that.
Initios, and they were like, "Yeah, this one's this price, and this one's 300, 400." And I looked at side effect because I do like side effect, but it's like $400. I could do so much with that 400, and now to
This
know that
is
there's something better, or not, but like on par,
50
but
ml.
cheaper.
This is 50 ml is 175.
Yeah,
So
so
you're
half the
still
price.
looking cheaper again because Anicios aren't 100 ml. They're 90 mls.
Right.
Yeah. So
For
this
half the
would still be
price.
cheaper if you bought two. Yeah. If you bought
Mm.
two of those versus, one of Anicio. So just throwing it out there, kind of, I mean, Anicio makes great fragrances. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me
Yeah,
wrong on that. But they
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 do.
they are they are the house of Parfums de Marly. All right. So
Mhm.
Parfums de Marly
And
is like the
BDK
Honda
and
and BDK. Yeah. So but Anicio is more of like the Acura versus the Honda, which is Parfums de Marly. Which Parfums de Marly
got
still
you.
makes great fragrances. Let's see here. Do I watch Demi? Yes, I've been following Demi for 5 or 6 years. Whenever she started, shortly after she started her channel, I kind of
It's
got
like
bored when she
16,
was it 16? Yeah, somewhere around there. So five
16,
years ago.
17.
Yeah, because and then the one reason I kind of stopped watching her is it was because of the pandemic and she stopped doing videos with her sister.
Mm,
I used to love the videos with her sister, dude. They were freaking
they were
great.
good
Her sister's
videos.
hot. So is
They were
Demi,
good.
but her sister's got more meat on her. I'm just
Mhm.
saying. If you ain't got no booty, you ain't no booty. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I
I'm
know.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Demi might have like a badonkadonk for all I know. I have no idea. Um,
Right.
I do know she's stupid tall, like super tall. I do know that. Nishne is your favorite niche house. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
Mm,
Kyler, have you tried Shem and Neffs? Let me know.
mm.
Neffs is mind blowing. Shem's is great, but maybe polarizing. See, I actually like Shem more than Neffs. I'll bring a little bit with me so you can try. Joe, you
Okay.
need to let me know if there's anything you want to try. Just let me know because I'll seal up some decants and bring them with me.
Do you have Daddy?
Yes, I have every single Aaron Terence Hughes.
Okay, so that's like the one thing because that is like legit on my like top of the buy list,
Yeah,
but I want to make sure that it is
yeah.
still
I'll
that
bring you some
that's
daddy. Of course, of
cool.
course.
Thank
Let's see. I think Joe wants to come on. He loves Michael Malone. I
you.
guess
I
apparently
absolutely do.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
it's being said out of sarcasm.
yeah. Well, I mean, all that guy does is, you know, talk
Mhm.
sarcasm, but it's cool. I enjoy it. I
Art
mean,
stuff is great.
he's a sexist, but whatever.
Hey,
Oh,
and
I'm
a
sorry, a
feminist.
feminist. I'm sorry, a feminist. I don't hashtag me
Two
too.
different things.
Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Let's see here. That producer Michael is tied for first place for the longest lasting fat frag I've ever tried. Dude, I'm okay. I actually one of the suits that I'm taking with me to New York.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
got some of that on my suit. I have to go get it dry cleaned just to
Oh
get it
man.
out. I can't, dude. I've washed things over and over again, and it
Mhm.
just does not come out. I don't know what kind of magic potion they put in that, but
Mhm.
you want to try that one too? Bring it.
Yeah,
I'll bring it.
I'll try that one because I know I haven't actually tried anything from Fragrance Dubois. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no.
one thing that we need to do is kind of see if we can't get in with like Max Aroma or like Lucky Scent and see if we can't do a video there while we're,
Right.
just hanging out. You know, I mean, I've got to call up a coffee shop today just to figure out where I'm gonna, or sometime in the next couple of weeks to figure out if I can film there with Aaron.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. All right, let's see.
Hey Barry, good to see you.
God, I
But
cannot believe Omega got frickin' Shem for $90. You are a
That's a good
lucky
price.
SOB. Yeah, I mean, how
That's such a good price.
that's like falling out of the frickin', off the Eiffel Tower and living.
Right.
That's how rare that is right there. Okay.
That is
That's like
such a good
being
price.
pregnant and jumping out of an airplane to go skydiving and your
Mm-hmm.
parachute doesn't open and then you land and both of you and the baby survive. That's
Mm,
basically what you did. Okay? But
that is
that's
such a good
awesome.
price.
Yeah. I mean, I got both mine like I said for what did I pay? I paid 3 no. I'm sorry. I paid 250 for both. So I paid 500 for the lot,
Mm,
which is still ridiculous for
great
100
price.
milliliters, but it's freaking good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now use it for the whole bottle and saying congrats. Let's see. Wearing the journey to see Aaron. How appropriate. I know. I figured. it'd be appropriate. Hey, did you bust into Oceania yesterday? Sorry, I didn't watch all your live. I
Oh
started
no, I
doing
didn't
TV
bust
shop.
into Oceania yet. I'm gonna save that for a live. I just did the matcha one just to
Yeah, I saw
because
that.
Eugene came on. But no, I'm gonna thanks for reminding me. I actually need to put that poll up like
Oh
when I'm
yeah.
done.
I forgot. Tomorrow's your video, right?
Tomorrow's my video. I gotta do the package that Emily sent me. So she sent me some samples. Emily from
Yeah. Shelter and perfume.
Shelter and Perfume. Thank you.
Yeah, I need to reach out to her. I know she's been trying to get in contact with me, but yeah, I need to reach out to her. She's actually,
Nice.
I've got Heart Spark, which is going to be
Mm-hmm.
coming up in a video this week.
Nice. I
But
got a sample of
tomorrow,
that the first.
yeah, it's really good. Leans feminine,
Yeah.
but once it dries down, becomes more masculine.
Mm-hmm.
So again, kind of an equal split there.
Right.
But yeah, tomorrow my video is going to be 10 casual niche fragrances for spring or summer.
Nice.
But but the whole video is not based around necessarily just fragrances. It's about
Right.
coming together.
Come together.
That's basically all I can say. I mean, it's
Right.
really, I decided, after doing that a tag video, and I love those tag videos that Tyler puts out because it really makes me think. I don't want to just, as you guys know, I don't like to do what everybody else is doing. I love those kind of videos. They really make me think. And it helps
Mm-hmm.
me to kind of add what I want to add into my 2 cents. So,
Right.
if you wear a white suit, Jeremy fragrance, it's May, okay? Of course I'm wearing a white. Yes, I'm wearing a white freaking suit, but it's not like white. It's not Jeremy fragrance white. You'll see.
I'm wearing blue and pink. I'll say that much. Blue and pink is going to be my color combo for that whole
Oh,
thing.
well, I'm not wearing a tie. I will tell you
No
that. I'm not
tie.
wearing a tie.
I don't do
Yeah.
ties unless I'm winning an award somewhere. That's the only time I wear a tie.
Maybe it's a good thing I'm not going. I'm a very jeans and t-shirt person. Would not think twice about rolling up there. And dude, it doesn't matter what you wear.
No.
If you did roll up there with a 9-inch nails shirt, first of all, I've seen 9-inch nails 4 times.
Great band.
I've hung out with Trent Reznor and his wife and his 2 kids, which are Balthazar and Lazarus, or something along those lines. When I was working at a hotel Indigo in Asheville, he gave me personal tickets to hang out with him and his band after the show.
Mm-hmm.
Trent Reznor is one of the most down to earth, awesome sons of guns you'll ever freaking meet. And
Awesome.
yeah, I would highly respect you if you rocked a 9-inch nail shirt with a pair of jeans, because then I would feel overdressed.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be dressed down, period. I'm going to be dressed down for what it's worth, even though I'm
Brian, you just
dressing up too.
$300. I was unsure of getting rehab, but I can live with that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, and a lot of reviewers I've seen say it as well. And it's true. It is. It's more of they took that DNA. They did exactly what this brand did. Parfums de Marly with Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce and Mont Blanc Legend.
Mm-hmm.
And they just made it smoother, better, longer lasting. I would go Histoire de Parfums, 18.99. Just saying.
Right.
And if you don't like it, it's Joe's fault.
That's fair enough because I was actually like the first person to cover Histoires de Parfum, the 1899. So yeah, just blame me. It's all my
I
fault.
think it's a great fault. It's a great fragrance. Doing great, man. Good to be here live with you, dude. Diego, it's great to be here with you as well, my friend. I got an offer on both of them that I could not refuse, so I thought I might as well get them. Yeah, absolutely, man. If you can, I don't want to know what the offer was. I'm guessing you're talking about Ness and
Mm-hmm.
Shem. But if you get an offer, dude, that you can't pass up, do
Right.
it to it as
Offer
long as
you
you can
can't
afford it.
refuse.
Centralize is in the house. What's up, my friend? It's been a while. How you been? And Diego, Centralize, great name. So what you got going on this week, Joe?
Not much. I mean, I have the Emily vid. She may stop by. I'm really just kind of doing housekeeping stuff with work
Yeah.
ish, my work. And as far as content goes, I don't know. I have like a semi sort of concept that I'm still trying to hash out for the future. It's more of a
Mhm.
style type of concept. But not really too much, just I kind of make the content. Depends on what the poll will happen for Thursday's video, on which ones I'll cover next, if I'm covering La Labo, if I'm covering uh the Roja. Not sure yet.
Well, if you decide to cover the Raja,
Mm-hmm.
I got you, dude. I'll hop on with you. I'll
I'll
give you
definitely let you know. I'll
because my
let you know.
review on
Like,
this is coming out soon.
okay, good. No, I'll definitely. I'm gonna let you know like 24 hours before,
Of course,
because
dude.
I know 24 hours before I do, or at least the night before I do any video. I'll be like, hey, I'm looking to do this at this time, so I'll definitely reach out.
Yeah,
Love to
absolutely,
hear
man.
what
Just
you
let me know.
thought.
Yeah. I mean, I rocked it this week. It's good. It is a good fragrance. I'm not denying that. I
Mm-hmm.
think that everybody is deserving of their own hype, and they can hype
Mm-hmm.
whatever they like. And I'm not going to take away from that. Would I hype it? Nope,
No.
I wouldn't. And it's because I think there's other better Raja parfums. And I've said this
Mm-hmm.
before in videos. Raj is not going to make fragrances that are exactly what I like every single time.
Right.
Some I'm going to like better than others. Same thing with Aaron. I've put
Mm-hmm.
my top 10s out. I'll tell you which ones I like more. Am I going to sit here and, say they're shit fragrances? No, because they're not.
Yeah.
You know,
No. The quality's on par for what.
I don't like this, but I still won't say this is a shit fragrance because it's not.
Yeah.
It's a
No.
really good, well put together fragrance. It's just boring.
Especially if you've like that's good if you've never had a 1 million fragrance. But if you've been through the gauntlet of 1 million, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be redundant. Hmm.
Wait a minute. Let's see this. Brian, I follow a girl named Rustic Olive. She's from California. Very small channel right now. Love to see her on your channel once she's a Latina truck driver. Yeah. Okay. What? Rustic Olive?
Once she's a Latina truck.
Is she? Okay. Wait. Does that mean before now she is? How does she become a Latina? Like, aren't you born that
Right.
way? Like, are you
Right.
from? You,
Hmm.
you might
So
need to
many
reword
questions.
that, dude. Yeah, you might need to reword that. I'm just saying. Some of you in the
Moral of
future
the
is gonna be
story though,
like,
check out Rustic Olive.
yeah, I'm gonna check her out. She's from California, and apparently she's about to become a Latina truck driver. Is Hemingway a better performer than Spice Bomb? I get about the same longevity on my
Mm,
batch. And like I said, I
mm,
have an original, very first run of Spice Bomb. I got it
the
because
vintage.
and it's crazy to say that's vintage. 2012, really? Yeah, exactly. But I got it because my ex-girlfriend Lindsay,
Mm-hmm.
she wore Flower Bomb and she
Mm,
hyped up. She was like, Brian, every woman, and we weren't dating at the time, which is even funnier. But she's like, Brian, every woman loves Spice Bomb. It's so good. It's spicy. And I bought it. And I do. I mean, I'm probably about halfway through that bottle.
Mm-hmm.
But again, being a fragrance collector, even though I bought Spice Bomb, I had so many other fragrances,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the original formulation of the Spice Bomb I have. I get the same longevity out of both. And I've got a newer formulation. Over here is
Nice.
my niche. I keep pointing.
Right.
I'm a very handsy kind of person, But over here,
I do too.
yeah, 1899 is right over here. But I've featured that in plenty of episodes. I think 1890. I think Estoirs de Parfums as a whole, as a fragrance house whole, does not get the love and respect that they deserve.
No. No.
1969 is worn by Angelina Jolie, and it is one of the
Mm.
best like patchouli and chocolate fragrances.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing it out there. If you don't believe me, it's Angelina Jolie, dude, and she ain't just trying to like hype it. It's what she wears on a daily basis. She goes to Estoirs and buys it.
Right.
Okay, let's see. Oh wait. Holy God, where we go? Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. He's answering our question. What's my favorite? How's today going? Bro Sense, great to see you, brother. Always a
Good to
pleasure.
see
Always
you.
a pleasure. She does fragrance reviews. Oh, but is she about to become a Latina truck driver?
Right.
Wait. Oh, she's Latina and she's a truck.
Okay.
Okay, so now
I
the
was
story
so
unfolds.
confused.
I was so confused. I was like, is she doing something? Like, is she changing? Like, look, I have a sister who
Right.
used to be my brother. So
Mm-hmm.
I know crazy stuff happens. And I love my
Mm-hmm.
sister to death. Okay.
Right.
So I didn't know if she was going under like
Some
pulling
sort
a
of
Michael Jackson.
transformation.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know she was like going from little boy Michael to big boy Michael. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
1899 project better. Again, that is all going to be based on what formulation of Spice Bomb you get, because Spice Bomb does have
Mm.
really good projection, but so does 1899. 1899,
Right.
I would say, is a more polished Spice Bomb.
Yeah.
So where Spice Bomb was more going to be more of like an eau de toilette, but I think is it an eau de toilette or is it eau de
It
parfum
is.
concentration?
It is. Extremes de
Eau de
parfum.
Okay, so I would just say it's a more rounded, better, better curated Spice
Mm-hmm.
Bomb, because they have a little bit more of a healthier budget, and when it comes to just doing things, because they're not trying to sell a whole bunch of other things. So it's the same thing with like how Parfums de Marly, Percival,
Right.
and other luxury niche fragrances. They smell a lot like these designer fragrances. They're just a
Mm-hmm.
little bit better put together.
Right. They smooth out a little bit more, flushed out.
Michelle loves Spice Bomb. It's her all-time favorite. Damn, maybe I should wear Spice Bomb.
You should.
You heard about that, right?
Yeah,
We're about to meet Michelle, right?
I did. I did. I had the news broke to me yesterday. People
I
started
think
messaging. That's why I did the live too. I was like, okay, let me just make a live so this way I could stop getting hit up about it. Like I know everyone. They're like, oh my gosh, she's coming to New York. Are you excited? I was like, yes, no, I am. I am, but like you're the 10th person to message me in the last hour.
Yeah. I mean, I had people messaging me too, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I have been planning this for 5 months, 4
You
months,
have.
whatever.
I've been at least hearing
Yeah.
about you doing it for 2. So
Yeah,
I could attest to
I've
2 of those 5.
yeah, I was. Well, actually, I have been, as soon as Aaron told me that he was doing this, because he told me about this before they ever launched it. That's when I started planning, and that's the reason I'm
Right.
not going to Glamcation. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I'm not. I really hope it works out for everybody. But I mean, I saw a bunch of people dropped out,
Mm,
and it's very sad.
that's unfortunate.
But I will be also, hell, man, if you want. Well, I mean, hell, we'll be hanging out. Shiamaka from Masi wants to hang out.
Okay.
I don't know if she lives there. She lives in New York, man. Y'all need to get together. If I had perfume houses around me that like
The
perfumers, I would be.
Nobody
I
knows
would
about me. That's the thing. So I'm
bullshit.
trying.
Well,
That's
you know what? They know about me, and now they're gonna know about you. Because you
Hey,
know who
that's
I
why I
know? I
appreciate you.
know Crackle. Damn it! I was pointing the wrong way. I know Crackle.
There
We're
you go.
Snap Crackle, and we got to find Pop,
Mm,
but we're Snap and Crackle.
right.
You know, Hemingway versus Spice Bomb Extreme. I mean, Spice Bomb Extreme is in that situation. I would probably say go
Spice Bomb
Spice
Extreme is
Bomb
stronger.
Extreme. It's
Yeah.
stronger. It's that vanilla. It's richer. It's more of just that's. I don't want to say sex appeal in a bottle, but it is a very sex appealing, sexy appealing type of fragrance.
Right. It's a little bit more like vanilla going on and sensual notes in there.
I agree that so I think 1899, and I think I've said this before, 1899 has more of, I didn't necessarily say effervescent or fizziness. It has a
Hmm.
little less spiciness, but a little
Hmm.
bit more of like the aromatic quality. So you're getting a little bit
Yes.
more of the floral quality, which also I can agree that yeah, it's a little bit more fizzy.
There's juniper in there, so that's part of why it adds that extra little bit of airiness to it.
Are you looking forward to the new Terre d'Hermes Au Givre? Talk is that it may be replacing Trey Fresh. Honestly, I haven't really thought too much about it.
I'll check it
I
out when it
mean,
gets here, but I'm not bending over backwards for it.
yeah, I'm not either. I mean, I think that this fragrance should not have been
Hmm.
discontinued. Spice Bomb Fresh.
Absolutely not. That was
That
good.
is actually the first one up here, but you can't see. It's right there. I'm pointing at it. That's my
Hmm.
Spice Bomb Fresh.
Hmm.
I love that fragrance. I actually, the way that I categorize my fragrances is per season. So all my freshies have now come forward, and all my darker, richer fragrances have moved back.
Nice.
Don't know if you guys noticed that, but you probably get some brownie points if you did.
Hmm.
I love you guys. Anyways, man, yeah, I'm excited about New York, man. So what you got on the agenda? I mean, you're my party planner. What are we doing?
For New York, I mean, I gotta take you to some sort of pizza place. Absolutely. You gotta have a slice of pizza. You're in New York now.
Well, I need a slice of
You
pizza. I
know.
need a Nathan's hot dog.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I know where to
Those
get a
two.
good Nathan's hot dog, and I know where to get a good slice of pizza. But I'm gonna
Hmm.
let you do because it's so funny. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, I
Hmm.
have been to New York City. I would say, let's see, in the past 5 years, probably 15 times,
Hmm.
maybe more, maybe more. Um, because I was up there. Well, I can tell you how many times I was up there once a month. I was up there
Mm.
once a month for freaking 2 years, so 24 times.
Basically.
So let me rephrase that. But every time I flew in, it was literally get off the plane, meet up with my brand ambassador, whoever my supplier I'm up there with,
Hmm.
and go to work. It was
Right.
hitting up bars, drinking, going to bars, hitting up, and that was it. Go back to the hotel room, 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 7:30, 8 o'clock the next day, start over again. It was just that
Hmm.
over and over again. And but it wasn't just New York. We'd hit Manhattan, we'd hit Brooklyn, we hit Queens, every liquor store, every single bar that we could. We would go
Right.
into Jersey since we're there, so we would hit up
Mm.
everywhere in Jersey that we could. This time around, I can do where the hell I want.
Right.
I don't even know what
Free
it's like to
game.
be a tourist. That's the weird
Wow.
thing. I don't know what it's like to be a tourist. Go see
Mm-mm.
Hamilton.
Mm-mm.
um,
Go see Hamilton.
yeah. I mean, the last time I was up there, doing a vacation was 9 years ago with my ex-wife. And that was the last vacation I ever went on with her.
Okay, so 2013. Got you.
It was 2013, and we did all things. We went and saw Jersey Boys, and we did a
Hmm.
bunch of the crazy stuff. But yes, I yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. And being up there by myself, word on the street is, and I don't know if Greta's still thinking about, but I think Greta's going to come up there.
There's your pop.
Say what?
Because you were looking snap crackle and you were looking for a pop. There's your pop. If she
That's it. That's the pop. I mean, I don't know. She said something last night, and then I got, a message this morning talking about how it's, she's thinking about it. She's, working on it, but we'll see. We will see. If
Definitely.
anything, if you really want Greta Beth to be in New York City, you better start leaving some comments right now, or you leave a freaking $2,000 super chat for the hell that I got to put up with trying to get her ass out there.
Right.
But I'm trying. I really am. But
It's
we'll
still gonna
see.
be a great time. Definitely.
Oh,
Gonna be
regardless. I
something.
mean, I ain't. I'm all signed, signed, sealed, and delivered, dude. Like, I just got my email notification today talking about my rooms.
Right.
I'm already, my check-in information, because I do all the pre-check-ins and everything. I'm done. The only thing that sucks is because when I get off the plane, because I thought I was flying into JFK, but I forgot I got the cheaper flight. I'm flying into Newark.
Oh,
So I
okay.
fly into Newark, and then I'm just gonna take either a cab. I can take the sub because I get in at 9 a.m. right spot
Gotcha.
on. So I'll get my bags 10 a.m. I have to go take all my stuff to Brooklyn because I'm staying at the Holiday Inn
Yeah.
Express out there.
Okay.
Drop my bags off at the hotel and then find something to do for the day, which is fine because I'm going to see the Statue of Liberty. I'm going to see a bunch of shit. Yeah, I'm all
Yeah.
Trust me.
Friday, I'm looking to swing by, and
we will
see you. All of a sudden, I forgot how to see you, but that would be Friday, and then Saturday's the event. So
yeah, and then I don't know what you got planned on Sunday. I'm there Sunday because I know Aaron's going to be there for take the train to Manhattan. Okay, I'll do that, but I will because I'm there all day Sunday. I know Aaron's there for. I think he's going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well, and then leaving out Monday. So,
I'm free. I'm free. It's not like I have a schedule because I knew this whole thing would be like a weekend plus type of thing, like a 4-day weekend type of situation. So I think the only thing would be Monday. I have physical therapy again.
Oh yeah, that's fine, man. I mean, I think Monday is just going to be me like kind of catching up and doing things because I'm going to do a late checkout. I don't fly out till 4 p.m.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm there pretty much all day, but it's me trying to just like, catch up the final things that I haven't done. Maybe I want to go buy something. Maybe I want to just go, I don't know, talk to the girl that I was talking to earlier. I don't know, man. I'm single and ready to mingle. It's New York.
What's going to bring.
It's true.
It's the magic of New York.
Yeah. Well, you and the captain make it happen. Hey. No, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And getting to spend some time with you and dude. I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of great reviewers out there and content creators.
I mean, I was pumped. Honestly, I was happy. I just wish that my phone would stop blowing up about it. Like I was like, don't
True that, man. I'm like, really? What do you want me to do? Get you a picture op with her? Like, trust me, I'm pretty sure she's.
I'll be like selfie, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be pretty awesome. I think she's gonna be really laid back and down to earth. And
no, she is. Cool. I've had some interaction with her prior, so yeah, like not like we talk all the time, but just in casual conversations we've talked and it's been good. So
yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, she seems super cool. I really like her style, and hopefully I do get to we get to hang out with her. I look forward to that because I think as a whole we all work better together.
Yes, that's what a community is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a community, a family, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're all in it together. We're in this world together, fam. No matter how you want to cut it. Right. Doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what we're all beautiful human beings, and that's all that matters. Anyway, so we have been on here for 2 hours. Well, I've been on here for 2 hours and 14 minutes. You've been on here for like 12 minutes.
Something
that
like
is. That. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Well, I need to hop off here. I got to reply back to some stuff and do some editing because that's what I do. But Joe,
Exactly.
thank you so much for coming and hanging out, and
Thank you for
everybody.
having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody, thank you so stinking much for joining us this afternoon for another wonderful Whiffs of the Week. This was week number, I think, 38. I'll try to be more, pertinent on figuring out what what week we're on. But thank you for joining me, and you guys have a stinking beautiful rest of your day. Joe, I will see you 2 weeks from this Thursday.
2 weeks.
Also,
Can't
what
wait.
do you have coming up? Give a shout out. Let everybody know.
Shelter and Perfume is tomorrow. I'm doing that sample haul, and everything else just kind of stay tuned because even I don't know. But I appreciate anyone who watches the videos, and I appreciate you, Brian. So thank you.
Man, always love you, buddy. And so for myself, this coming, I know I'm supposed to go live with Dan, Mr. Smelly Dan, not sometime this week. He's going to be coming on the show. I think it's Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm pretty sure I will. But then Friday on Greta Beth's channel, I will be going live with Greta and Aaron Terence Hughes, and we may have a special guest, Michelle from Curly Fragrance or Curly Scents, Curly Fragrance, Curly Fragrance,
Fragrance,
right?
Fragrance.
Yes,
Fragrance.
Curly Scents is Andrea. God,
yes.
What the hell? Anyways, but yeah, look forward to you guys, joining in on that. But that's it for us today, guys. Remember, you're always stinking freaking beautiful. Till next time, happy Centrals, guys.